So recently, I've come to the harsh realization that I'm now 20 years old and that the first 20 years of my life are gone and that they'll never come back. Now, why do I say that? I say that because, I wanted to talk about, the concept of time, and how it kind of really has been something that I've been thinking about and how it's applying to my daily life. And if you're new to the channel, I'm basically dropped out of college. I took the risk, dropped out of college about a week ago, maybe more now. And I decided to bet all on myself, go all in on this YouTube channel. Been just in the meantime, while I'm doing these videos, if you are new, I've just been making my full-time job to get a job, which is a job in and of itself. For those of or for those of you who know just how brutal the job market is, even just the entry-level job, because that's literally what I've been trying to find, an entry-level job. And I've just realized that, like I said, the first 20 years of my life are now behind me. And time moves. I mean, it's so cliche. I know you've probably heard this so many times, but time slows down for nobody. Time is gonna pass whether or not you're ready. So I really just took a bet on myself, and I decided to start moving. One day I was just like, for the last however many more months ago, before I started these for however many months until leading up to when I first made my first video on this channel, I just was like, I wanted to start a YouTube channel for the longest time. I wanted to drop out of college for the longest time. I wanted to do both of those things for the longest time, but I just procrastinated. I was just like, I don't know. I was scared. I don't know. I just waiting for perfect conditions. I was waiting to feel ready, and there was just one random day where I just said enough is enough, and made the drastic decisions to drop out of college for good, never going back, and to start this YouTube channel. In the meantime, working out and just working out consistently and trying to find a job. And I actually do have regarding that, I do have multiple job leads now. I do have actually three different companies that want to hire me. I won't go into detail into that because that's maybe for a separate video, but I just want to talk about the concept of time, and how it's scary, man, because one day you're gonna look up and 10 years are gonna go by, and what are you gonna do? You're gonna be in the same place. Like, where are you gonna be? Man, like, I don't even know if you've heard this concept too, but each year, as you even you might have already experienced this, but each year of your life passes, the first year becomes the first year, the next year becomes faster than the last year, if that makes sense. So right now I'm 20. The last three or so months since I've turned 20 has flown way faster than the last 3 months before that, if that makes sense. So it's like, as time passes, time is gonna feel like it's moving faster for most of us, just the way how it works. Don't know the exact studies behind that, but all that to say, if I know you guys been just I know there's someone out here that just is waiting for perfect conditions, waiting for some perfect moment to start, and that moment is never coming. Life's always going to get in your way. There's going to be things that pop up, obligations, life in general is always going to hit you like a truck every now and then. But man, it's kind of scary because I don't know, I just don't want to be 30 years old. I'm 20 right now, for reference, if I didn't already say that. I don't want to be 30 years old and look back on these next 10 years upcoming from now and be like, man, I didn't do what I wanted to do. I didn't truly live how I wanted to live. And if I would have stayed where I was previously, where I was still stuck in college, I was still doing this, I didn't start this YouTube channel, maybe in an alternate timeline or something, I could have been in college for another 2 years, hating it the entire time, and then I would have been 22 or maybe 23 years old, graduating with a degree I don't want, that I don't care about, that is probably already diminished in value by crazy amounts, even relative to now, right now. And I would have never started this YouTube channel, would have never, maybe not even had a personal brand in 2 or 3 years from now when I graduate, when I was expected to graduate. And you know, I'm bringing up a practical, like a real life example of my own life to, you know, let you guys know that, well, really just like time is gonna pass either way. So what are you gonna do about it? You know, time is gonna pass either way. So it's just like, you got to make a move. You got to do something. You got to do, I don't know, if you want to change your current life, your daily actions has to be different from what they look like now, whatever that might be. Person to person, it differs, but you know, you can't let, you know, as you grow older, like people want you to be realistic, you know. Oh, just be a realist, yo, just be a realist, dude. That's not gonna happen. Realistically, X is not gonna happen. Realistically, Y is not gonna happen. Yada yada yada. And I just learned over time to just cut those people out. Like, you know, just like either cut them out of my life if they're there somehow, or just tune them out if I have no other choice. And it's really helped a lot. Really helped a lot, because I just hate being around realists, yo. Like I don't like, I'd rather be a delusionist, whatever the term is. Like I'm like genuinely on delusion levels are on 100 right now for me every single day of my life. I have no idea if this YouTube channel is even gonna work. I'm still delusional, you know. I'm gonna make this shit work. I'm gonna stick to it for 6 months. I'm gonna do everything in my power every single day, uploading videos every single day, giving it everything I have, and see where this takes me. Because quite frankly, this isn't guaranteed. This YouTube channel work out in the long run. This isn't guaranteed. I don't know what's going to happen, but you have to have that delusional mindset. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere. People who are realistic, they never got anywhere. And being realistic, having a realistic mindset doesn't get you anywhere, dude. Like, it never got anyone anywhere ever. So all that to say, yeah, time's going to pass either way, whether you like it or not. I'm going to keep it short. Time's going to pass either way, whether you like it or not. So what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna be in 10 years from now? You got to make a change if you don't like the life if you don't like the life you're currently living. And stop being realistic, bro, because you know you only have one life, and you got to go chase your dreams, bro. Don't let your inner child die. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.